Welcome back everybody to Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet in Miami, Florida, but today we are on a field trip visiting Haulover's unruly cousin to the north up at Boca Inlet, and it's a rough day. We've got about an 18-mile-an-hour wind, an outgoing tide, a solid 3-foot sea. It's gonna be interesting to see how our captains fare as they step in the ring and try to battle with Boca Inlet, but here we go, let's get it started as we move into the first round of our competition, and here comes our first contestant to enter the ring, and oh no! They stuff it early. That's a tough way to start the competition, but our captain lays into the throttle a little bit. Let's see how they finish it out. And here our crew is starting to move into the big rollers just outside the mouth of the inlet, and this is where it's going to get interesting, and they're going to take a few big, heavy shots, but really, captain doesn't look too bad out here. But unfortunately for this crew, they've already messed it up, as we've only got a few rules. If you stuff the bow, you take the loss, and even though it was a light stuffing, unfortunately this crew is going to have to take a loss for the boats in this round. And that'll bring us to the second round of our competition, and our next crew is ready to roll, where we're going to feature a LARSON stepping in the ring trying to do battle with Boca Inlet. Now it looks like our crew is going to take the slow roll approach, probably a wise choice on a day like today. They're going to line it up, try and catch the sets, and see if they can plow their way into the inlet. And it looks like Cap's found his window, and he's going to go ahead and make that push. He's got to be careful here because the pace he's going, he's going to let the waves behind him catch up, push that stern up, and possibly let them stuff the bow like right here. Oh no, they're riding it! And fortunately, he pulls through. So this crew looks like they're going to skate by on the skin of their teeth, but they're going to take a win for the boats here in the second round. And that'll bring us to a 1-1 tie as we move into the third round of our competition, where we're going to feature a polar making its way out of Boca. I'm really curious to see how long our crew member who's sitting on the gunnel of this vessel winds up hanging out there. That's definitely not the best spot to be, especially on a day like today. You're definitely getting wet, or possibly worse when Boca's firing like this. Man, our crew's taking a few heavy shots as they roll out into the rollers, but Cap's got a pretty good pace. They really don't look too bad on this run. We're not taking it too hard, just doing a solid run, trying to get out of the inlet, and it looks like this crew might take it for the boats. Cap's starting to make his turn south, and it looks like they're nearing the end here, and this might be it for Boca in this round. No! It appears it's too much for them. They're pulling the Boca U-turn, and Boca's going to squeeze out a win in this round and carry a slight edge into the fourth round of our competition, where we're going to feature an angler working its way back into the inlet. Things don't look bad right here, but check my man out standing up next to the helm. He is absolutely drenched. Our crew looks like they had a battle offshore getting back to this point, but they do look good coming in the inlet, and that's all we're going to rate them on, and this crew will take a win for the boats, and that will bring us back to a 2-2 tie as we move into the fifth and final round of our competition. Who will take the win in this episode? Will it be the boats or Boca Inlet? And here we go, we've got a contender making its way in. And our crew has a really solid pace right here. They're going just fast enough to barely be up on plane, keeping the bow up and keeping the waves behind them. And our crew's not going to have any issues, and it looks like the boats are going to take the win in this round, giving the boats the win in this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Boats vs. Haulover. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at Haulover Inlet. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got the Miami Boat Ramps channel that focuses on all the hilarity that happens to the boat ramps in South Florida. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.